We're here outside the famous gates at Gloucester Park. Millions of people have walked through these gates and not many more iconic than the man joining us today, Gary Hall Jr. Gaz, welcome. Do you remember your earliest times of coming to Gloucester Park, and what were those early experiences like for you?
Yeah, of course. Always remember coming here as a kid and often riding in the back of the gooseneck truck with 4 kids. And yeah, probably didn't watch many races at all back in the day. We were just running amok on the grass.
All right, Junior, let's go for a wander around the track and relive some of those great moments here at Gloucester Park. Junior, this is the final moments before heading out into the track to do battle. What's the feeling going through your head at this moment?
This is where the nerves probably really start to sink in before the big ones. Like that last little bit of scenarios playing out through your head before you get out there and do your job. But yeah, it's coming up the race here, and then you sort of get to see the crowd, and the heart really starts pumping. And yeah, there's often times when you've got to probably talk to yourself a little bit, well, I do anyway, and just remind yourself what you know and what you're about to go do, and just try and calm yourself down a little bit.
What's the one that's really had you jittering up the race?
Probably the most memorable one would have to be Quinny's Inters here. We'd come back from New Zealand, and obviously we knew he eventually got the win, which was a bittersweet way to win the series. But coming back here, we thought this was our chance in front of his home crowd to capture that elusive Inters win, going past the line first. And we knew we had the right horse. I always felt that basically if he didn't win, it was going to be because of something, a mistake I'd made.
2002, this winning post, 19-year-old Gary Hall Jr. was able to pick up his first major success with the Falcon Strike. Gary, you won by the skin of your teeth on that night.
Probably what I think of now as the start of my career. He made me, I think, in a way. He'd won the Fremantle Cup the week before, and I was almost just happy enough with that and content that I had a drive in the race like the Pacing Cup to get the job done on him. And as we know, I didn't really know until the cool-down lap that he'd gone past the post first, but it was a pretty surreal moment.
We could stop here. What about the night when you're under the main stewards tower here at Gloucester Park and you hit Nathan Thurber with the whip?
We go back to 2007, Tilsby Carita, the new kid on the block, and it was at this spot on the track that Gary Hall Jr. cut him loose. Junior, not many people know who Tilsby Carita is, but that was one of the most astonishing runs you've seen in the WA Pacing Cup.
That was a crazy race. He was just full of running, and I remember saying to myself in my head, no, Junior, wait. And I remember actually saying to myself, don't be stupid, he doesn't stop. He was like a big old tractor, and I just cut the ribbons, and yeah, I turned around to the 400 and seen them all off the bit chasing, and he put 3 or 4 lengths on them, and yeah, I started sort of getting that really tingly feeling inside, and he was awesome that night, and I think was going to beat him.
But Tilsby Carita from restricted class to a Pacing Cup in a week. Wow, what about that?
The 400-metre mark here at Gloucester Park is where a lot of races have been won. None more significant than the 2012 Inter Dominion with Gary Hall Jr. aboard I'm the Mighty Quinn. Junior, this is the spot that you pulled him to the outside. Packed house here at Gloucester Park, home ground advantage, everyone loves Quinny. What was that feeling like? I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it.
Yeah, it was amazing. He's just one of those horses you could believe in the speed, and he was always going to get you there. He loved racing. He loved having horses in front of him to chase down. Got him out, I reckon, about the 400, and then probably closer to the stewards tower up there, I heard the roar of the crowd when they probably realised how quickly he was actually coming, and he did look the winner at that stage. So I've never heard the crowd in a race like that before, and to be over this side of the track and to hear the roar like that is something I'll always remember.
I'm the Mighty Quinn. There's not enough O's in the word smooth to describe this horse.
About 100 metres out after the lap of honour, Rain's in the dust sheet, admiring the horse to the adoring fans cheering him on from the sidelines.
Sometimes it's easier to think that you can be the difference between winning and well, definitely losing a race. With Quinny, it was just all about him. Those sort of moments with him were just about trying to let everyone know what he meant to us and how special he was, and he was the people's horse in the end.
We've had to jump the fence to be able to describe this moment. This one, a little bit different from Gary Hall Jr. 2011 was the year I'm the Mighty Quinn took out the WA Pacing Cup. Where was Gary Hall Jr.? He was standing on this lawn watching with his father. and part owner Glenn Moore in the process of serving out a suspension.
Glad you didn't touch on the mistaken laps, Matthew, which was why I was standing here. I'll say it before you do, because I know you're dying to. But yes, I couldn't count back then. Probably still can't now, but definitely something different, obviously. And I think that's the only positive I really took out of it, was the fact that I got to share that moment with them, when usually, obviously, I'm out there. Things happen for a reason. I don't know if I would have won that race on him, to be honest. Kim pulled out probably 1,100, 1,200 from home on him and started to move up there. And you know, at the time on the lawn, we were sort of thinking that it was probably a move he didn't want to make, and we weren't all that keen on it. But it was a move he had to make.
I'm the mighty Quinn. He's in front. He's mighty. He is quintessential.
Gary Hall Jr., thank you for taking a lap with us and reminiscing over those great times. The Pacing Cup coming up. Can you make it number 10?
Oh, yeah, it's been a pleasure, Matt. But yeah, I think I'll struggle this year. I've been kicked off our two main chances, but yeah, you never know what can happen around the corner. So hopefully, just got a live chance in it and take it from there.
What are you really gambling with? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.